Well, a charter bus carrying nearly 50 people associated with Bishop Union High School crashed Saturday on U.S. Highway 395 while returning from a trip from Southern California. Thankfully, there were no major injuries. Now, the California Highway Patrol said the accident occurred at 3:38 p.m. April 23rd, northbound on US 395 in a 2008 Setra bus driven by Edgar Perez, a 38-year-old man from Moreno Valley. Now, a press release from Bishop Unified School District Superintendent Barry Simpson states, on Saturday, April 23, 2016, a charter bus carrying approximately 44 Bishop Union High School students and 5 chaperones and staff members was involved in an accident on Highway 395 approximately 10 miles north of Pearsonville near Little Lake. My office has been in contact with representatives from the charter bus company. Now, according to officials from the tour coach company, the driver of the bus, Perez, was experiencing a medical emergency and blacked out. The bus went off the road and eventually came to an abrupt stop after hitting an anchor cable off of the highway. The driver has undergone surgery for issues related to the symptoms he experienced while driving the bus. The press release from Superintendent Simpson continues. Following the accident, 9 of our students were transported to the Lone Pine and Ridgecrest hospitals as precautionary measures for minor injuries and were released that evening. 2 Bishop Union High School employees were also transported to the hospital for treatment. One was released that evening and the other was admitted. Press release continues. The Bishop Unified School District occasionally uses charter bus companies to transport students for special events. The students on this bus were part of the AVID program at Bishop Union High School and were returning from an annual trip visiting college campuses in Southern California. The students had fundraised the money that was used to contract with the charter bus company. Press release from Superintendent Simpson continues. We are extremely grateful that there were no serious student or staff injuries. My office is working directly with the tour coach company, which has already set up an accident claim. We will work with each of our families to ensure that all claims are filed properly. Again, we are very thankful that all of our students and staff members are safely home. Any further questions can be directed to my office at 760-872-3680. And again, that was from Superintendent Barry Simpson. Now, AVID is Advanced Via Individual Determination, a global nonprofit organization dedicated to closing the achievement gap by preparing all students for college and other post-secondary opportunities. Now, a Bishop Unified School District bus was sent to that crash site Saturday to bring the rest of the group home. Well, the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power released the draft 2016 annual Owens Valley report that identifies water available for uses in Owens Valley and for export to Los Angeles. Press release states LADWP will meet its commitment for in-valley uses this runoff year. In-valley uses listed on the report include irrigation on City of Los Angeles-owned lands, stock water, enhancement and/or mitigation, and other environmental projects. Lower Owens River Project, the Owens Lake, recreation, tribal lands, and other commitments. Press release notes that exports to Los Angeles are anticipated to be approximately half of what is delivered in a normal year. The Eastern Sierra region, press release notes, in its 5th consecutive year of extreme drought, and with the final Eastern Sierra snow surveys from April 1st showing snowpack readings of 63% of normal, runoff is forecasted at 71% of normal for the runoff year 2016-2017. The final version of the annual report is expected in mid-May. To view the draft operations report in full, you can see LADWP.com. Well, Deb Murphy filed this report. Within 4 days of taking their seats on the Southern Inyo Healthcare District Board of Directors, Richard Fedchenko, Mark Lacey, and Jackie Hickman made the decision to contract with healthcare conglomerate associates to bring the Lone Pine Hospital, Southern Inyo Hospital, back to life. Now, the trio negotiated the contract with HCC head Dr. Benny Benzivi at a day-long public meeting in the middle of the holidays. 3 months later, the hospital was officially reopened and staffed. So far, so good. But it would be disingenuous to assume breaths were not being held and fingers not crossed. Then, late last week, news of a conflict on the other side of the Sierra in Tulare, where the HCCA has been managing the Tulare Regional Medical Center, have surfaced. Now, according to the county's grand jury preliminary report, the facility's expansion, financed through an $85 million bond in 2005, is still not finished, and the district's board has been anything but transparent about how the money's been spent, despite requests from the district's Bond Oversight Committee. HCCA, Benzivi, and Assemblyman Devin Mathis were dragged into the bad publicity fray, as the details were of HCCA's management contract with the Tulare facility, including an option for HCCA to purchase the TRMC. Now, was this the other shoe Southern Inyo residents had hoped wouldn't drop? Well, said Southern Inyo Healthcare District Board President Fedchenko, quote, "I am confident this has no impact on Southern Inyo Hospital. We don't have to worry," end quote. Now, during a phone conversation, Fedchenko said he had talked with his board as well as with Benzivi and Chief Restructuring Officer Alan Germany. He said that this does not impact us or our relationship with HCCA. Our contract is different than the Tulare contract. Fedchenko also said, as a matter of fact, it's very different than the original contract. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple, end quote. Now, the full story by Deb Murphy is posted on our website, sierrawave.net, where you can also see a report from last Tuesday's Inyo County Board of Supervisors meeting by Deb Murphy. We'll be back with more news.